We got a 2006 Kawasaki Vulcan, 1600 cc's. It's got the V-twin configuration as these big cruiser bikes do. Two-cylinder bike. From the factory rated at about 50 horsepower with about 83 foot-pounds of torque. This bike has a modification where it has a little bit different air intake, and it has a fuel command module, which is a $400 upgrade, where it fuels the bike. It's fuel injected, so it changes that characteristic a little bit. I don't know how much more horsepower it has, but it carries me. I'm almost 400 pounds and my wife down the road anywhere we want to go at any speed in any gear. It's got plenty of torque, plenty of power. As I said, it's a 2006. It's got 25,000 miles on it. I've never laid it down or never dumped it. I've owned it about 3 years. And looking everywhere, I've been everywhere under and around this bike. I don't see any scrapes or nothing like anybody else has ever dumped it or laid it down, anything like that. No damage, no scrapes, nothing like that. It's got the big, nice crash bar on the front where you can kick your feet up on the pegs. It's got nice decks for the driver. Looking up here at the tank area, there are some dings here. I don't know if they leaned something up against it there. That was there when I got it. And another scratch down here. Some little things. A little bit of wax probably go a long way on this tank. It's a nice bike. The cluster gauge, or gauge cluster, I guess, there. It all works. All the lights work. Mileage works. The clock works. We got 25,000 miles, as I said. Well, it's, yeah, 25,079. That's the trip odometer. It all works there. Got a nice fuel gauge that works well. This bike doesn't have a tachometer. They just didn't come with them. Looking here at the front, I'll explain this a little bit. These are not the stock handlebars. They're a foot rise. They're the longest, the tallest handlebars you can get without changing the cables to an aftermarket cable. I love the place it sets. It's in a very good spot there. It does have 12 volt, which does work. You can plug your cell phone in there and stuff. This is a phone mount, but I use it to hold my Bluetooth speaker, and then I mount my phone up here where I can change my music and whatnot. Turn signals, high low beams, got good headlight on it. All that works well. Coming back to the seat. Seat's a little older, but it's not in bad shape at all. It does have a little bit of coming apart right there, but it hasn't come apart yet. Aftermarket backrest. Whoever's riding with you has a nice place to lean back. It's got a little rack back there. On the back here, you'll see that my own taillight, I bumped it. We have motorcycles and toys and whatnot around our house, and sometimes they get bumped and that got broke, so I got that on order. When it gets here, I'll put it on. Got a little bit of a scratch on the back fender. Don't know where that's from. Anyway, and then of course my Tons of Anarchy sticker. Coming around this way over here, there's no damage, nothing like that. It's got the little aftermarket air intake on it there. There's an air intake, a fake air intake on the other side. These only have one side. So it's got a little chrome cover. I still have the original chrome covers for that. The pipes, you'll notice, are very short. There's no baffling in them. It's a loud bike. The pipes that came with it were goofed up and not right for the bike, so I ordered these online, and I've been very happy with them. I like the look of them. I like the sound of them. Come up and flip her on for a minute. It's a loud bike. You can ride it less obnoxiously, or you can ride it full on obnoxious, either one. Again, it's fuel injected, not carbureted, so there's not a choke on it. Back around over here, there is a throttle control right down here, or an idle control, I should say. The front, the headlight works good. Let's talk about these tires. Tires, when I bought the bike, I put the tires on, so you see there's tons of life left in these tires. They're about 3 years old. They might have 3,500 miles on them, something like that. I mainly rode around town, but we did take trips to all over southern Utah and northern Nevada and places with friends and family. Back and front tire were both put on by a shop professionally at that time. So they're still got a lot of life in them, still safe and good to go. As far as the bike itself, I trust this bike to go anywhere. That's the beauty of a Japanese cruiser bike, especially the Vulcans. They're known for being dependable bikes. I ride with guys with all kinds of bikes, and some of the bikes I ride with, we got to stop and tinker with them, and they're not Vulcans, I'll tell you that. This one's never given me a bit of problem. Change out the fluid in the drive, change out the fluid in the oil in the motor, and make sure the tires have proper inflation and stuff. And this bike just right down the road, not a bit of problem ever with it. The front windshield does remove very easily. It's a friction hold. You just pop it and it comes right off if you don't want that on for now, but I love it. Well, if you got any other questions, give me a call, give me a DM or something, and we'll talk turkey. But if you want a good fun bike that's turnkey, ready to go this summer and give you years and miles of food, folks, and fun. I don't know about the food part, but the folks and fun part, give me a call. Thanks.